how it plays out. Chart 2 is maintaining definitely maintaining momentum long, bias long. Started the position a little too early. We'll see. And about $2,000, and I might just get out if I break even. We'll see. Doesn't look like it though. Looks like it's going to be a loss because chart 2 is being a little annoying with selling off. Yeah, it's holding momentum as usual. We'll see.
Order filled.
I was already trading a little bit here. Oh, we're still up for the day, but we'll see if this trade's going to work out or it's going to hurt us a little bit. Yeah, it's maintaining, so I might have to just get out of this position, reverse, or we'll see. Let's look at the internals. That's not the internals. Fuck are the internals? Where's my internal chart? Oh, it's still below the 0 line. We're above all rolling VWAPs. Yeah. Chart 2, it's coming back to check again. Check momentum again. We'll see. See what it does. Started the position a little too early, and then I didn't. I should have waited till this 5-minute chart here. Yep, fighting C2. That's what we're fighting. Fucking holding up too. Looks like it's going to hold up. Time is it? So we're on the pivot time. Obviously, it's not going to pivot. We're at pivot 1. We'll see. Getting an early signal there.
Order filled.
Yeah, it's not going to sell off. I need to just get out of this. Or reduce, maybe. It's going to hold C2, maybe. We'll see. Oh, there we go. Well, let's see what's going to go down here. That's probably my opportunity to get out there. Yeah, that probably was the opportunity to get out, but we'll put in trailing stops. Just let the market take us out. It's probably going to rise up from there. Hit the slow momentum indicator on chart 2. Just a little bit more sell off and then we'll be good.
Order filled.
Well, I just got out. Market gave me a chance to get out. I figured I'd take it. See if it's going to continue to sell off. I was a little bit size larger than I wanted to be on that sell there. We'll see what's going to go down here. We're kind of in a no trade zone at this point in time. Up about $1,500 for the day. I just started trading, so I've been on treatment, or I just got off treatment. Well, let's do this. Let's buy then.
Order filled.
Wants to be a little bitch. Wants to go up.
Order filled.
Just do a little bit. Just do 2, even though we're in a no trade zone. Now that it's switched over, now it wants to go short.
Stop filled.
Well, we'll see. I think I might reverse here. It depends. We'll see. I'm only in one lot, so just getting into my trading a little bit. Yeah, we're kind of in a no trade zone right here. It does seem like
order filled.
Possibly. Well, chart 4, well, 60-minute is momentum and bias long, so just a matter if that wants to sell off or not. Put in a trailing stop there. We'll see how that goes. Really, if it gets above this range here, it might just range out the rest of the day based on what it's doing. Above the weekly open. Yeah, I could just see it ranging out the rest of the day. There's no reason for it to do anything but that. Actually, it does look like it wants to close on the highs, though.
Order filled.
All right, we'll go long.
Order filled.
We went long. There's more clues to show that it's going up than it's going down, which, as we can see, that's kind of what happened. So we went long. There was more clues for it to going up than going down. Now let's just see if it continues. Do you do SPY? Every now and then. There's option stuff on SPY. We can look at SPY. Nothing's, I mean, where's my... Momentum long there too. Pretty obvious. It's probably going to go long into the afternoon. That's what it looks like. Yeah. It's got a previous VWAP. It's got a weekly open here. It's probably where it's going for the weekly open. All right, we're up about $400 in that trade. Should have went a little bit heavier because I did see it. It's pretty obvious that it was gonna. I would just see how much it pulled back here. It's just being very cautious on both sides. Yeah. I mean, chart 2 is solidly remaining long, so I'm just trading off chart 2 at this point. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Everything's going good here. I'm just recovering from treatment a little bit. I'm traveling, so I wanted to at least I'll be traveling, so I didn't want to be pushing it too hard. Now it's literally just waiting on these two positions to see if they're going to continue to go up. Fed balance sheet comes out. Isn't that what happens at 4:30 Eastern? Yeah, the Fed balance sheet comes out after market close. So see, maybe that might cause some volatility in the overnight session, possibly. Literally just waiting for chart 4 to do something, or chart 2 to do something. Oh, there we go. Losing all our P&L.
Order filled.
All right, now is it going to sell off is the question. Hit the momentum check on chart 2 as well as chart 4. Now is it just going to bounce off that and continue up? Initially, it looks like it is. There it is. There it goes. Yeah. Trading the Rex Dog system. That's what happens when you trade the system. You don't fight the system. Up about 500 on that trade. We are waiting for maybe to get picked up on a CL trade, up around 71, spot 37. And then there's no trade on gold, really. That'd be a fade. The mini Dow, we'd be watching for the RDA check. That's so close to the VWAP that we'd be watching for that too. So right now it's just a matter of is it gonna maintain momentum on chart 2, the NQ, the rest of the afternoon. So far it's switched over on chart 4 as well. So chart 4 switched over. I guess we can put all our trailing stops in profit if we want to. That way we won't lose anything. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. We'll put our trailing stops pretty close to our entry. That way we don't lose that much if it does just do a major pullback. It's being a little skittish on the upside. Doesn't want to break on through. Break on through to the other side. Very, very slow going here. Volatility slowed down quite a bit. It's a decent sell-off there that I did not get an opportunity to participate in. That one that happened right around 12:39 or 1:39 market time. That would have been a good sell-off to participate in, but did not get an opportunity. Yeah, see that? It's having a hard time. At this point, I don't care anymore about... I'll just... There we go. It's trying. It's trying to go up to the next level. Obviously, if it takes out 435, it's probably going to rip up. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does then take out the opening range high. Well, it already has. It's at the opening range high. That's what it's messing around with right now. It's messing around with the opening range high. So maybe it wants to go take out the high for the day. Who knows? At this point, all my stops are in profit, so we'll see what rolls out. Up about still 500, playing around with that 500. If it breaks this level, if it breaks the 435 level and closes above on chart 2, then it's probably going to rip up. So if you are new here, you want to join Discord down below. Ask to become part of the Bravos. It's free. It's where we focus on really sharing the fundamentals, the rec stock trade system that you see being traded before you. I know I'm just in a couple. Well, I guess we could... Gold looks like it might be worth a participation trade.
Order filled.
Wrong one.
Order filled.
So we'll do a participation trade in gold. And then we did one in YM as well. We'll see if either one of these move. It's pulling back. Yep.
Stop filled.
Wouldn't be surprised if it knocks us out. I'll give gold a little bit more room on that trade. It is a fade trade. So the other direction is probably the right move, but it looks like it wants to move up. Wants to try. Wants to try to go up. There we go. NQ's continuing to move up now. Guess that
Stop
might have been
filled.
an opportunity to buy in. Ah, we got knocked out of the gold trade. Oh well. There we go. Might have our first close above the 3.5 level. There we go for NQ. There, it's starting to move. Up about $700. We'll see how this goes. Our first profit zone would probably be right around here, 456. That's kind of our first profit zone right there. Now it's just a matter of does it remain momentum and bias long on chart 2. I don't see it stalling. Well, I mean, it might stall, but I don't see it not going up from what I'm seeing here. But with this pullback here, it might actually... It holds the momentum. So far, it's holding momentum. Here we go. Continuing. Well, there it goes. Looks like it might continue to go up. Not bad. Up about $1,000 on that trade there. Not a bad trade. Would have been nice to be... I always say that would have been nice to be a little larger in position size, but kind of an uncertain trade area there. Is it going to hit up? Is it going to come up and hit our target? That's the question. We're going to get knocked out before it hits our target, at least for one lot. There we go. Up about $1,200. We'll see what's going down. We'll see. I usually don't trade when I'm traveling. Hey, John. For various reasons, but pretty much wherever I go, there's going to be a second screen. So I just have 2 screens for a laptop. A pretty decent laptop. Not a super gaming one, but a pretty decent one. But I don't know how much trading I'll be doing. Who knows? I'll just be hanging out most of the time. Market will be here when I get back. We're going to take profit there. Let's see if we get knocked out on our profit. Our first take profit area. It's being very skittish. Doesn't want to take us out. There we go.
Order filled. Order filled.
Got taken out. Our first profit target hit. Now let's just trail the rest and see how well we do here. Right now we're up about $1,200. Not bad for one trade. I mean, the first trade didn't quite work out in my favor. The sell-off did get an opportunity that, that's the scale-in strategy that we've shared. The scale-in strategy in the Rexdog system, if you scale in with the, I'll type this out. Scale in the market. So with the Rexdog scale in, you scale in properly, the market will give you at least one opportunity to break even. And that's like at least 80% of the time. Question is, you have to take it. That's the problem. So when the market gives you that opportunity, you got to take that opportunity. I'm gonna move up one of my stops just to maximize some of the profit. It does pull back. Yep, I do. I have a 4 chart setup for each one. So I have 3 screens open. Yes, I have 3 screens. And basically what I have for the 4 chart setup is I have the 5-minute chart is the one that you see, so I don't have that in the 4 chart setup. I just have the other charts. That's what I trade. Yeah. It just makes it simple. And then I usually have, what I primarily trade is
Stop filled.
I like to trade NQ primarily, and then CL. And then my secondaries are gold and E-mini Dow. That hit up here. I was long in that, but we got knocked out. Probably is a good short opportunity there.
Order filled.
See if we can short it here. And then we'll put 3 stop losses here. Shorting the Wyoming Mini Dow. So far up about $30 on that. See if we get picked up on any more. We did get knocked out of one position on the NQ. One more, so. See what that does. Wonder where the NDX is going. Yeah. Oh, it's probably going for there. $13.5. Wants to get to 13.5. See if the YM sells off or actually picks us up, then sells off. It's an RDA check. So first RDA check in a while, so usually the first is the best. Gold still looks like it wants to find a bid.
Order filled. Order filled.
We'll give it a little bit of room. We'll see if gold wants to find a bid. So we did 3 lots on gold. Kind of an aggressive fade. Actually, not kind of. It is an aggressive fade. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm not going to give it much room. It's either going to come up, rip up to about 2022, maybe 2022 spot 6, possibly. That's what we're looking for. So that'll be a quick trade on gold if that transpires. So far it's not cooperating. Yeah, so any questions? I will be calling it short. I mean, pretty much probably jumping off around half hour the next hour. There we go. NQ chart 2 hit the slow momentum indicator. Let's see if it bounces off that and actually continues up. Was maybe an opportunity to get in, but I think you're at the highs. I don't think you want to get too aggressive on the long side there. GC's starting to punish me for doing a fade trade aggressively. Yep. Well, we're only in 1 lot for YM, so I'll just put a trailing stop on that. We're up about $50, $60 on that thing. Probably get knocked out of this gold trade here for a loss. Yeah. We'll see. NQ looks like it's going to take us out now. There's probably another trade on the NQ right here, long, right here. We get taken out. There's probably another long trade right here. If we get taken out. Gold's still trying to go up. Still trying to find a bid. But we're down 200 on that thing. Terrible, terrible entry. Right at the momentum check. Terrible fade trade. Terrible fade trade. That's the worst fade trade you could possibly do. Enter right at the momentum check. It's a terrible fade trade. I deserve to lose on that trade. For executing that bad of a trade. Which fade on NQ or Dow? I'm actually fading gold, GC. We'll see if this Dow is going to sell off here or not, giving it plenty of room. It's one lot, so we're not going too crazy. Yeah, gold's probably going to knock us out here. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just sitting on it, not really watching it. Come on, gold. Just take me out. Stop playing around. And Q's holding momentum so far. So I think I'm going to get rid of these bids. Or they're no longer valid. Nine minutes to the hour close. So got 9 minutes to the hour close. That's kind of what to focus on. Yeah, it looks like it's going to sell off. It might come back, and Q might come back and actually do a momentum check. Then maybe the entries that I had outlined maybe are good. We'll see. GC's starting to not do anything. It's just sitting there right at 2020 or so, 2019. Volatility really slowed down. It's almost like the overnight session. Not as bad, but it's almost like the overnight session.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
We got stopped out of what? Probably one gold. Yeah. Probably going to get knocked out of the other gold, I would assume.
Stop filled.
Yep. That's just GC taking me out.
Stop filled. Well, Stop filled. Stop filled.
That stopped out of the NQ. Now it's just a matter of, let's look at the time. We got about 5 minutes to the 2 o'clock. I think we could potentially, for a deeper pullback, for an expectation that maybe there might be. So we'll see there. Not going to get too heavy, not going to get too aggressive with the trades. Oh, Matthew J., I like your RDA indicator. Yeah, it's one of the best indicators out there, if I do say so myself. Gold's going to make me want to get back in there, isn't it? It found a bid. Yeah.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
We'll do a participation on gold.
Order filled.
See. No. I mean, if you're in my membership. Man, why am I not part of that trade? That was an RDA check. I should have just got in on that.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. Well, we'll see here. I'm not going to get too aggressive on that. It did hold up. Yeah, I should have done that RDA check there on the NQ, on C2. I should have entered there instead of waiting for it to move. It was also a fast momentum check. The level down at 216 is strong for the GC, but I don't think it wants to get there. All right, we're about to head into the 2 o'clock hour, or 3 o'clock hour. Market time. Oh, you know what? I don't have the, I didn't put the RSI on this thing. I need to put the RSI here on this indicator, on this chart. There we go. So we got the RSI on Tradeovate now, thanks to an alpha. We'll figure out how we're going to distribute that, get it out. TradingView actually emailed me today, didn't they? Yeah, I think they did.
Stop filled.
Stopped out of the gold trade. Yeah. I guess I wanted to be punished there. I think we'll clear maybe 3 grand today. That's good. Found your groove trading the currency futures. Yeah, I guess I could start trading. I could trade one of those, add those to the chart for. I'm going to fade this move on YM, see if it actually will come up and pick me up.
Order filled.
Give it a little bit of room there. We'll see. So we're fading the YM there. We're in one lot on NQ. What the hell? I guess we put a trailing stop in there. Or the NQ, only in one lot.
Stop filled.
I got knocked out of there. Short in the YM. See if we get picked up on this pullback on NQ. It's in the first couple minutes of this hour. We'll see if we get picked. We see if we get picked up here on another RDA check. Not much exciting happening here. Volatility slowed down. Any questions before we go? Or before I head off at the end? My background's so kind of easing into currency futures, kind of like trading the index of a currency, not each other. Yeah, I mean, the system, I mean, I can trade anything, so it doesn't really matter. I just trade, I try to trade things, the 4 things that you see me trading, I try to trade things that are offsetting, that offset each other, don't move in conjunction with each other. I think this gold trade is done. That's not going to happen. And then this NQ trade, we'll see if we get picked up here at the RDA.
Order filled.
Need to be a little bit careful here. Mindful of the fact that it might sell off deeper here. This could be a decent sell-off, actually. look at the daily on that thing. Yeah, I think it wants. I don't think it feels like it wants to close at the high. So that's my gut, but I could be drastically wrong. Obviously, it comes off and it comes down here and at 383. If we let's look at the actual opening range. Yeah, it's well above the opening range. Just a matter of whether or not it's going to. Yeah. We're up 120 on the YM. That really did start to sell off. So let's just put a trailing stop in there. Let's not get too aggressive with our NQ trade here. Only one lot. Probably end the day about $3 grand. Not bad for just a quick afternoon trading. Especially now that I'm still kind of recovering from treatment. I'm a little slow, so just don't feel too... What the heck? Oh, there it is, duh. Yeah, gold's gonna rip up. I can feel it. Although I kept saying that, and it didn't rip up. I should have bought that low. Yeah. Oh well, missed the trade. I don't like the way this NQ is moving. Maybe he wants to close around 420.
Order filled. Order filled.
I just reversed. Went short. I think maybe it wants to close around 420. I don't know. I could be wrong, obviously. Yeah, look at that gold. I knew it. I can just see it coming up to probably about 229. That's pretty aggressive, but maybe not. Anyways, if you're new here, you definitely want to join us on Discord. If you're ready to get started, become an alpha. Just send me a DM in Discord. Say how do I trade the best speculation system, one of the best speculation systems ever developed in humanity. If you want a really solid trade system, the one I've developed is pretty friggin' solid, if I say so myself. Especially when I trade it. This is a prime example. I've been just trading the system here today. So what is this scheduled for? Yeah, that's wrong.
Order filled. Order filled.
What the heck? I'm just gonna
Stop filled.
Ooh, we'll see. I might regret this NQ trade here. I am fading into heavy momentum, so we'll see. Yeah, bad fade. We'll see how that trade unfolds there. Almost should get out here. Held the RDA twice. Give it a little bit more room. Definitely aggressively fading that move though. All right.
Order filled.
Enough playing around with it. Gave it enough time to sell off. Didn't sell off. Now it might sell off right here, actually. But it looks like it's going to rip up. Continue to rip up. It's 210. Might just range here for a little bit, actually. It's in pivot. We're in the middle of pivot 2 right now, so we're in the middle of pivot 2. We got knocked out on a YM trade too. Yeah, we did. Sure did. This is the last line in the sand for NQ right here. Otherwise, it will sell off, I think. If it loses this momentum right here, right around 461, it's a possibility it might actually sell off.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
So that's the last time I'm going to reverse. We'll see what it's doing here. Yeah. I think.
Order filled. Order filled.
This is an aggressive fade, so I don't suggest anybody do it. Yeah, should have went with momentum. That's what happens when you fight the system. Fight the system.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
My head feels very waterlogged. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It feels like it's just full of, I don't know. It's part of the byproduct of this treatment. It really sucks. We'll see if this 5 here sells off or not. So far it's holding momentum. Like I said, this is an aggressive fade. I didn't expect. Calling the bluff and then it's going to break out there, and that's what I did. We'll see. We'll see. It's got to obviously hit every momentum check. Now it's reacting to the momentum here. Now it's going to the RDA. That's the first profit zone right there. See if it finds a bid, or does it jerk down? Feels like it's going to rip down, but who knows?
Order filled.
Took our first profit there on that fade. Now it might hold the RDA here, so I'm giving it a little bit of room. We're up about $400 on that trade, but it might not. It might just find support right here. Once again, it's a fade trade, so I'm not expecting a runner. There we go. It's playing around with the RDA there on chart 2. If it could just break the RDA, it'll rip down a little bit more. Probably down to 344. Like I said, I was targeting 320 for where I thought it was going to close at, where it wants to close at. Pretty much all of our stops are in profit now, so I guess we're good there. It feels like it's gonna rip down. Feels like it's gonna rip down, but it's not. It's obviously stalling right there at the RDA. There it goes. All right. Keep going. One more rip down, maybe down to the RDA on this chart that we're looking at here. Yeah, up about $800. About 900. Up about 1,000. We'll take some profit right around here. If it hits us, if it takes us out. Maybe a little bit higher. There we go.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, took some more profit. We got 3 lots in. We're up about $1,000. Give a little bit more room to
stop
these positions. Not a bad extra $1,000 there for the end of the day. Don't know if we're going to be able. Yeah, I think we'll eke out $1,000 in that trade. Yeah, I'm not so excited today. Not because I'm not excited. I'm just recovering, so I'm not my usual focused self. Still trading good though. There's a couple trades in there I would have liked to execute a little bit better, but so far the afternoon's gone pretty good. So down below on TradingView, you'll see a link that says join Discord. Down below the video, I believe. Yeah, join my Discord. It's right below my name. And then same with on YouTube or anywhere else you're watching. In the description, you'll find. Yeah, see, I knew gold was going to move up. I told you it was going to go up to 2022. Should have just went with that trade. Gave it a little bit more room. YM's continue to sell off, and I was in that trade, but I was a little too tight on my stops there. Just one lot, just a participation trade. Oh, you know, I forgot to get on active trading in Discord. So it looks like NQ is going to stall right there at the RDA. Probably going to take us out of this one lot here. We'll only have one lot left. Well, maybe not. Man, there we go. Go to the next level. Well, if it's going down there, then it's going down to probably not 20. It's probably going down to 399 if it really wants to break down, but I think it's going to have a hard problem getting past 433. I think at 434 is where it's going to have a challenge.
Order filled.
All right, I just took one off on the NQ. Only have one left. Figured I might as well. It's at a stall area, high probability stall area, so might as well just take some off. Well, if I get out now, then I guarantee a $3,000 day. We'll see if it maintains a moment. I'm going to give it a little bit of room. Maybe we might be able to make another $500 on this thing if it keeps going. I don't know about 500, maybe another $300 or $400 on this thing if it keeps going. Oh, I do not feel good there. Not feel good. So how's everybody doing before we kind of take off for the day? Anything important we need to go over? Anything important we need to cover? There's nothing really. Well, look at that. That CL trade actually did find a bid. But that RDA was basically, or found a bid up to the RDA. So it's a little late in the market to maybe enter the CL trade. But I think if I get picked up here, right there on CL, then we'll go with it. We'll roll with it. Roll in. Oh, we're still with that NQ trade. We'll see.
Order filled.
What did we get picked up on? Oh, yeah, look at that. We got picked up on the CL trade. So let's not get too aggressive with that. Let's not get too excited. Here's our next entry area. So we got picked up on the CL trade late in the market here. See if it sells off there. Up about $80 in that trade there. Let's put in trailing stops. Let's not give it much room. Got filled. We'll give it a little bit of room to move, but we're not going to give it much room. Another $140 on that. Let's see if we can. Well, we're in profit. Straight up Rex Dog trade right there.
Stop filled.
Did get knocked out on one CL trade. We're up about $90 in there. We'll make another. Yeah. On this trade, we might be able to make $100 so $200. Not bad. For a quick trade. Can't complain about those numbers.
Stop filled.
Oh, got stopped out of the CL trade. Oh, made another, not bad. I mean, made about $120 in that trade. Might get knocked out of the NQ here. NQ wants to hold the RDA, looks like it, on the 5. So
Stop filled. Stop filled.
I got knocked out of the NQ. Now we're completely out of the market. Question is it going to rip up the rest of the day? I think we do a participation trade on the NQ.
Order filled.
Pull back down to here and to here. And then we put in trailing stops down to here, down to here, down to here. See if we get picked up. NQ looks like maybe it wants to rip up the rest of the day. Maybe it doesn't want to close at the 420. Yeah, I guess Trade-O-Wait's officially a Ninja Trader thing now. Oops, accidentally released that video too soon. Or just now. Let's see how it plays out.
Order filled. Order filled.
Well, let's see here. Pull back. We're in the last half hour of the market, so we'll see if it holds up that low, or does it want to tap the RDA? That's the question. Question, does it actually want to tap the RDA? Because it kind of, I guess it did kind of, but not really. giving it plenty of opportunity to rip up here. So we'll look to add 2 more here, and then we'll just put some trailing stops in here, see what it does. Wouldn't say this is really an aggressive trade. It's just more of what it looks like the afternoon wants to do here. It does look like the afternoon wants to at least rip up. I thought it wanted to rip down, but I was wrong. That's why you can be wrong and still make money. It's pretty friggin' awesome. Where other place can you be wrong and still make money besides the market? To me, that's pretty awesome. Of course, if I was trading against, instead of trading so hard against the system sometimes. Although that fade trade was a pretty good fade. That actually, I called that fade trade right. I'm not talking. I'm just reading things, doing other things. Like I said, there's nothing to really go through. Anybody have any questions? I can answer something. Look at other tickers before we head off for the day. Any questions before we go? Looks like I'm going to end the day right around 29.33. Well, it depends. See how this sell-off goes. Or not sell off, but see how the rest of the afternoon goes. Can you show us how to group 1 stocks like medical, defense, banks, etc.? Oh, you mean how to group them together? Just do plus. That's what you're asking. You're asking like here, what I do here. This ticker right here is a combination of, like if you want to combine stocks together, just do this. Put that into, why would TradingView moderate that? So stupid. Well, you can see it. Just put a plus. TradingView decides they want to moderate that for some odd reason. And also I have, what I do is I have a, oh, this is already open. I have a series of lists. So I have markets and indices. And then in here there's all the ETFs. Actually not that, that's not this one. Where is the industries? In here is all the ETFs. So here, XLF, financial, XLK, XLU, XLY, XLV. Then you could combine all these if you really wanted to, but I think that's what you're asking. Ah, look at that. NQ's trying to... We'll see what it's going to do here. It's going to pick us up. In the last 25 minutes of the market. Well, I have a Matthew J. asked, so the options trades that I do, I have a scan on a scanner called Stock Fetcher, and then that scan tells me which option trades to do. And then I have another, let me see if I can find that. See if I can find it first before I go off onto a tangent. So let me bring this down here. I have another strategy that I do on options. See if I still have that here. I don't think I have it here anymore. Yeah. But yeah, I use a scanner called Stock Fetcher, and then I used to identify about 25 different tickers, and then basically just trade extremes using the RDA, Keltner channels, and Bollinger Bands with then one secret element on the rate of change. I knew I should have sold that. I'm gonna ding our P&L a little bit here from being an idiot and not getting out of this trade.
Order filled. Order filled.
We'll see. We'll see if this is gonna hurt us or not. Looks like it. Looks like it actually wants to sell off pretty hard, but it's at a momentum check on chart 3, so we'll see. Yeah.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
At the RDA check right here on chart 4. So that's what we're trading against. Don't want to do that. We'll see. Oh, why do I prefer black background? I just think it looks better. That's why. Plus I used to, I don't know, sometimes I get up in the middle of the night and do stuff. So I just like black background charts. I just like the way it looks. I think it's just easier to view everything, personally. I used to do all white backgrounds, but now I just like the way the black looks. I think it looks much cleaner, much easier to view the charts. Much easier to see all the entries, see everything. Sierra chart I've modified to be all black. I just like the way it looks. Is it possible to share your chart settings, the one that can import? No, because it includes private indicators for members only. So, are you talking about on Tradeovate? Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, if you're a member, then you get access to all of our indicators, but I can't export our charts because there's private indicators there for members only.
Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah, so if you're an alpha, you get access to it. I do have one chart that I do allow importing. Well, no, that's just for members too. That's the Bitcoin chart. So my super Bitcoin chart, that chart, where is that at? I know Bitcoin's selling off right now. Or it was earlier. BTC impulses. There we go. This is my super. I know there's a lot of lines on here, but it basically contains everything you'd want to see for what are the most important levels for. Oh, I need to add a note here. I didn't realize that. What contains the most important numbers for Bitcoin? Our important levels. Yeah, we're losing the RDA right now. I kind of called it here. I said I said that if it does lose it, on my last sent, I said, well, where it's probably going to go is down to here. We look at the 4-day. Yeah, we got a long cliff there. Long cliff. I can remove this. This doesn't need to be here anymore. Like I said, I know this chart is hard to read, but once again, it's not designed to do super TA on it. You're designed to basically look at it and
order filled.
Just kind of see from a high level where things going, where things at.
Order filled.
Look at this sell-off. We should look at another chart on Bitcoin, a little bit more clear. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's at the daily open right now. So the NDX is at the daily open right now. So now it's just a matter of does it want to.
Order filled.
Does it want to lose the daily open? Maybe I was right about that 420 area. So we'll see. Look at the 5-minute here. It's at the daily open. About to hit the RDA. See how that plays out. I am down 20%. Please let us know to stay in. What do you mean stay in? Stay in for what? Are you talking about the NQ? I would not recommend any trade. So I'm just showing my trades. So I don't know, you're responsible for your own trades. So I don't know why you're asking me if you're going to stay in. You should have had a stop loss, probably.
Order filled.
In the markets? You mean all the markets? Oh. I don't know. Markets always go up, don't they? To stay in the markets in general. I can't answer that. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. Nor am I'm not an accountant. I'm not an attorney. Not a financial advisor. I have no idea if you should stay in the market or not. Yeah. I'm always in the market. So that's my answer. But I also do swing trades. I do some long-term trades. I'm deciding whether or not I'm going to stay in NVIDIA right now. We'll have to look at that ticker, actually, to look at NVIDIA and see where we're at on NVIDIA. Where's my Rexdog ideas? What the heck? Should look at some of the underlines here, actually. Tesla. Well, Tesla's below the day open. Apple's holding the week open. Up to this zone. Meta's holding momentum pretty well. NVIDIA. I guess I'm still in NVIDIA. So I guess I'll stay in. Coin did hit our zone for actually buying, so that's good.
Order filled.
We're at Google. Google gapped up. Wonder what Google gapped up on. Maybe some kind of news or something. Who knows? Gapped up, gap and go. Looks like it's ready to break out. Go to the next zone. It's pretty obvious where it's going. It's going up here. It's pretty obvious. It's where it's going to break out to. We're finally in profit in our position here. So let's see where we're at. We're up about $1,600. I think I'll probably get out of that trade maybe.
Order filled.
There we go. Got out of that trade for $1,600. So we ended the day around 45.08. That's kind of where we're at. P&L 4508. Not bad. That's just trading the system. That was waiting for that pullback on the NDX and just trading it correctly. Could have stayed in that for a little bit more, but it could have just ripped down just as easily as it'll continue to rip up. So I'm fine with getting up. Not a bad P&L for today for the afternoon. Enjoy your stream, but no video. I'm confused, man. I'm really confused. What do you mean by video? It is video. Any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to call it a day and I'm going to chill, do some stuff, do some great stuff. We did just release a video on my nephew doing the small account challenge. So he is going to, we can watch that, I guess, together. So we can watch, can I watch that together?
Hello, and welcome back to another video. This is a response to my uncle's video on the small account challenge. First, I want to apologize for the audio. I know it is pretty rough right now. I will be getting a new mic in the following months, so then you guys don't have to deal with this audio. So first, as a response to my uncle, I should say F you, but I'm not going to say that. Just kidding. It's all good. I think that the reason behind this whole entire small account challenge, from what I understand my uncle's point, it will be a good challenge, not for me just as a trader, but to experience going into the market with a very low amount of capital and trading with it. There's obviously pros and cons with this, but I think overall it will help me as a trader either way, and if it doesn't, then we're going to stop it and I'll be funded at a higher amount of capital. I do think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have to be a super sniper, just taking shots very rarely.
Yeah, so for context here, everybody, funded an account for $500 for my nephew. Small account challenge, which I think is one of the lamest things that a trader, a YouTuber can do. I think it's the dumbest thing that someone could do because it's not representative. If I can take a $500 account and grow it to, I don't know, 5,000 or 10,000, that has nothing to do whether or not you can do it. So I just think it's an asinine concept, but we're going to do it anyways because I think it would be, so with my nephew now having his 10 green days, we funded a small account, which is
precisely high probability, and I think it's going to be a great time. So let's just get through some of the pros and cons. I'm just going to go through a small description of how I'll be going about the videos, how I'll be trading, what it will look like somewhat for not streaming but just the videos itself. So pros and cons that I see, I mean, pros are going to be, it will help me as a trader benefit on the on the side of not over trading like how I usually do. I have a bad tendency to overtrade, or I like to participate a lot in the market, so I scalp a lot, and that sometimes hurt my P&L because of those fees. So this should help my trading overall, just being patient, waiting for trades, scaling at the correct zones, following the system precisely, not fading when I don't need to fade. I most likely won't be doing any high probability fades, and if I do, it'll be just on chart 4 at the strong level on RDHX. Other than that, I'm following momentum the rest of the time, waiting for the extremes, scaling it properly, and trading in. The reason I have to be very patient in my trades is because if I scale incorrectly or I scale it incorrectly and I'm trying to give the market room to breathe, I don't have as much capital to lose from my stop loss, so I'm gonna pull out earlier, or I have to be correct right away, or else the trade goes against me. You know, I could be losing 2 weeks worth of however much capital I've made, or all my P&Ls previously just completely destroyed. I mean, the cons here are pretty easy to see. Big con is going to be I can't trade myself out of a bad trade. I mean, I usually don't do that anyways, but if it comes to I can't save my P&L, or I can't completely save my liquidation of my account. Those are cons that I see. I mean, another big con is going to be wanting to participate in trades that I see can work out, but I don't have the capital or maybe I don't have the full conviction or a confirmation candle that says that is what's going to happen, but I would usually trade in right there, and for most times it works out for me. So those are cons I see, and obviously blowing my account is the biggest one because it's a very small account and it'll be hard to trade it, but I believe that the pros outweigh the cons, and I think it'll be fun regardless. So I'm going to go through the process of trading on the small account. I mean, I kind of just explained it, but that is the process I'll be using: is follow momentum, not fading, applying the system, never fighting it. That's a problem I have with my trading currently, and I think this will be either a wake-up call or a solution to that problem I have. So next we're going to go through how the videos are going to be going, and I won't be live streaming these just purely because trading itself is already, a hard task. To live stream while trading is also a hard task. So the small account challenge is another hard task that I do not want to live stream, just because I feel you watching and me performing will not be at my best, and I feel if I was to live stream, I'd be making bad trades just to want to get everybody engaged and watching, having fun with it. So I will be making videos on it instead. They will be cut, but none of the trades will be taken out, bad or good. All of them will be put inside the video. I'm not streaming it, and I'll be cutting it just so you don't have to watch me sit here for 30 or 45 minutes waiting for a trade, because I am going to try to wait for the most high probability trade, and I'm going to be waiting for extremes to trade, because I don't have, that a lot of capital to scalp in places I would usually scalp in. So I'm going to be waiting for the extremes, scaling in correctly, using 1 to 2 contracts most likely, and trying to be in profit as quickly as possible so that I don't have to be sitting there focused on my stop loss, how far I can give the trade room to breathe. I just want to enter the trade, put my stop losses, and if I get taken out, I get taken out. Hopefully I'm in profit right away. And I do want to say this would be a cool way to document the whole journey. Most likely I'll be asking questions in between the videos, and my uncle most likely send a video back to me answering all the questions I have, and that's kind of how we'll go about the process of I'll record, do my trades, ask questions throughout while I'm trading it, and then he'll send a video back answering them, giving feedback, analyzing how I traded that day, and things along those lines. The Discord, we also have a couple members through our alpha group who are going to be participating in the small account challenge, I believe. So that'll be cool. I won't be doing it alone. We'll have a couple other people doing the challenge with us, so you don't get to just see my trading if I fail or if I do good. You also get to see a couple of other members that we have trading the small account challenge as well. And I just want to kind of go over one more thing. My uncle said that there's one of 2 ways this goes, or one of 2 things that can happen here. I mean, either I blow the account or I grow it. Obviously, the goal is to grow the account fully, but I mean, if you've ever traded a small account, you kind of understand that it is hard to just trade on a small account within the market, because fees are high, you have to trade precisely. It's just very hard to do either way, but I'm very excited to get into this. I think the following week, so this will be coming out, I believe, the 11th. So I will be trading the following week. My uncle will be here, and we're probably going to do a couple of videos of I'll be trading the small account, and he'll be next to me. We'll be going back and forth. I'll be explaining my trades, my mindset of what my process is through where I'm entering the trade is, or in where I'm entering in at the trade, and what my target is, how far I would think the price is going to go. He'll be not really coaching or teaching me. He'll be just sitting there watching it, analyzing what I'm doing, and then we can somewhat probably make another video or something like that to go through all the points that I did bad or I did good. And I think it's just gonna be a great time. So I hope everyone tunes in, watches the videos. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll probably do some live streams. Maybe I'll hop in for a second, let them know how I'm doing during the day. Maybe I'll share my screen. Maybe I'll live stream for just a couple minutes or something like that if I'm in a trade. It should be a lot of fun. I hope everyone comes in to the Discord, hangs out, talks with us. And if you're have enough capital and you want to try to do the small account challenge, I mean, you should. I think it's a fun challenge to do within the market, and I think it will just further your trading abilities with being patient, you know, properly using your system that you're trading. Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning into the video. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down in the comment section below. If you want to join our Discord, you can come stop by. We have a lot of fun in there. There's a lot of good channels. We talk about some crazy stuff. It's a lot of fun. And thank you guys for tuning in.
Okay, well that's cool. So that's kind of what's going down with the small account challenge. Oh, look at that. Should have stayed in that NQ trade. Look at that.
Send it over to the afternoon show.
Oh, what do we have here? Oh,
hey guys, yeah, welcome in 2 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. That's turning into.
I actually want to see that. I have never seen this before. Trader TV. All right, should have stayed in that NQ trade, but we'll take it for the day. What do we have for the day? Just a kind of full disclosure. 45.08. So not a bad P&L for the afternoon. So anybody, what you want to do? Definitely join Discord down below. That's the best thing to do. And if you have questions, if you're ready to get started in the Rexdog trade system, join Discord, send me a DM and say, how do I get started with one of the single best speculation systems ever created in humanity? I'll share how to get started. Let's go out like we usually go out.
I threw that shit before I walked in the room.
See ya, YouTube.